Hi, guys. Thanks for showing up to the Nocturnal Feeding with James
Hey,
and Chattanooga Ed.
my buddy.
We're going to talk about Christmas stuff.
Christmas. What's Christmas?
Yep. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite things about it is the food, the cookies, getting together with the family as they make the food and the cookies. No, that's terrible. But another major part of it is exchanging gifts and stuff. And that was something I was supposed to tell you about, James, was Jess from Fur Spins Tales and
Main's Tails, Fern Fins.
yes, Jess, she's having a Secret Santa, worldwide secret. Well, maybe just in America, I don't know. Secret Santa, 25 yeah, for a random fish fam member. And I was supposed to tell you about it, and I forgot all about it. But I'm in.
You didn't want me in it. That's what it was.
Well, I may have gotten you. Then I may have had a chance of getting a zebra Pleco.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just messing.
Everybody wants those zebras. I wish I had enough to get them all out there.
Well, I just hope someday you're able to breed them because that'd be super cool.
Absolutely. That's what we're working on. So your stream, you want to start with some do nots, or you want to jump right into the, hey, these are some great ideas?
You know what? I don't have my chat up. Every week, what we do is we swap real quick. And what happens is I can't get on my live stream until I'm actually live. So I can't click my live text.
This is the part where I say the hellos while you're loading your chat.
Yeah.
As far as that can go, we've got Scott's Aquatics, Chappie. Hey, how are you, Chappie? Good to see you. College Cave, Punchy Paints, Madules saying, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, Steel Angus, I Got Snacks 13, Sandy Dowdy, John Larson, Pew Fish Zone, Sherry Kramer, John Cox, Tennessee H2O, I Hate Stupid People, Sarah M. Snow, William Pridemore, CPC Aquatics, Tim Carter, Sabrina Stewart. I'm trying not to duplicate people, but I may. Mainly Bettis, Keith, what's going on? Hello again. Shy Gal Miss Fever has joined us here as well. JRB, John Cox, Fishy Mon 64, Discus and Betta. Appreciate you all being here too. Kim Carwick. I don't know why I almost said Kim Hardwick. I don't think I even know a Kim Hardwick, or maybe I do, but Kim Carwick, hello. Thank you for being here. Not Nola Jane Fish Rich, how's it going? Jesse Camacho, Fishy Mon, hello again. Deb Hall D, Monster Fish Gal, T-Bones Fishies, Holly Gibbs, Danigan Aquatics, Molly A, Justin Powers. I know I missed some people because the chat jumped on me, but I think you're ready to go now, buddy.
I am ready. And, you know, this is a subject we hear a lot at this time of year. What to get the fish fam or fish person, but we're the fish people. So it's more like maybe what we could tell them not to get us.
Right.
You know, versus, or we could also go with what to get them. In my family, I buy for a wide range of groups of people. I mean, it's like every single level of person I'm shipping, or not shipping, but buying for. So I had to go online and see what's the top things to get a 12-year-old little girl, you know, because I never know. But I've got some awesome things this year. So I try to be that cool uncle that gets the cool stuff.
I like that. I was just going to say, I hadn't actually thought of it. This is how bad my brain is malfunctioning. I hadn't connected what we just did. For those of you that didn't see the stream we just came from, maybe you're watching this on the replay. We did an unbagging, if you will, of Bago Beach, and we played in the sand, finding awesome fossils and shark's teeth and seashells. There's a great Christmas present that a lot of people wouldn't know about because this is the first time they're seeing this product.
Yeah, I would definitely say get that for a stocking stuffer for your kids. That's super cool. That'd be super, super cool.
Absolutely. I would just say, though, you know, anything with small stuff, of course, depending on your kids and how old they are, adult supervision required, choking hazard, all that wonderful. All the legal disclaimers, they're on there. But I mean, for the adults as well, I think it's pretty fun. Anybody that's into fossils or beach combing, any of that type of stuff. I'm still playing with mine. I'm sorry. You got to play last stream, so I'm going to play this stream.
Totally cool. Man, using the specimen container really helped. because I was able to shuffle it all over the place. And then I couldn't find a good brush, so that's why I used a fork. Okay, so I've added someone to the fish room for us, James.
Okay.
So you guys can ask us anything, and now if we can't answer it, we've got the magic 8-ball.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yes. And this is also one of my gifts for my 11-year-old niece.
Nice.
Because, yeah, I love the... Oh, okay, I haven't even tried to use it. I just pulled it out of the box. And I was holding it like this, and it's like, I don't see anything inside there. I got ripped off. But no, you got to hold it up like this. But I love Magic 8-Ball. So, like, once every 10 years, I buy one of the pre-teens in our family a Magic 8-Ball. Because they're so cool. Just a great gift.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then, there's no chance that she watches my show. I don't think. I don't know. I'm afraid.
I don't know. I was looking at my comments. Of course, I get most of them come through our notifications. And a comment popped up, and it was, "Hi, Dad." And it was Dominic had gotten on his phone and went and he created his YouTube channel name and went and commented on one of my videos. "Hi, son." You never know.
Awesome. I know. And she appeared in a couple of my my early box opening videos for aquarium box. So
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I better not say all the great things. Or some awesome ideas, because I try to get things that's outside the box, that they aren't asking for.
Right.
Because I think that just makes it more fun.
Well, I'd like to. I'm just curious if everyone can kind of agree on this. We've got a great group of people here. We got 71 watching, 56 thumbs ups. Thank you all very, very much for that. If you haven't subscribed to Chattanooga Ed, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and click all notifications. We're trying to get this man right here to 1,000 subscribers so that he can stream from his phone and do live fish store tours and things like that. Of course, we're planning on getting on the road again next year in 2021 for lots of swap meets and things of that nature. So it would be great if Ed can go live from those events as well.
Yep.
We got to get him 1,000 subscribers. He's got the watch time. We just need to get him the subscriber count. And that's my pitch for the night.
Yep. And, before we also get too far into it, I also want to promote Catfish Christmas. This is a thing that pretty much probably everybody here knows, but there's might be some new people. We do this thing where we have a contest every 3 to 4 months, and we pick a particular type of fish, and you can enter photos, videos, or a form of art. So it can be a dance, a poet, poetry. Last time, was it a wallet that won, or a keychain or something?
It was a piece of leather work.
Leatherwork. It was like the leatherwork covered some type of thing, but I don't know what it was. If it was a wallet or a lighter cover. Well, it was still really cool. So, you can do whatever you want for that category. Everybody can enter once, they can enter 3 times, but once per category. Mm-hmm. And is Zen Ginger here tonight?
I believe she's still with us.
Awesome. Zen is one of our brains of the operation. Yep. Zen and Lefty are 2 big brains, and she just popped the page that you can go to on Facebook, and it'll tell you all the rules and where to submit your photos, because there's like an email that you submit it to, and it just makes it super easy. We do ask, if you do a video, make sure it's between 1 and 3 minutes. Yep. Last time we had like 25 entries, and some of them were 10 minutes and some were like 2 seconds.
And I'll be perfectly honest, we won't watch more than 3 minutes of it because we have to sit and watch each and every one of them, which is fine. We enjoy them, but it's not fair, and we do deduct points as well because it's outside of parameters. It's like saying, here are the rules, but you didn't follow the rules. We're not going to disqualify you, but you're probably not going to win it if it's outside the parameters.
Yeah.
I think that's just fair. I do want to go to chat when you get done. Just don't let me segue too far from that.
Okay. And then we've got some wonderful judges. We've got James right here. We've got Guppy Guru. We've got Lisa from KG, and then Lefty. And both of those guys also have channels, so check them out. Zen is like a super awesome video editor. Like, she makes some great videos. You never get to hear her voice. Someday it's going to be so exciting when she does do a voice or shows up somewhere.
Right.
I'm trying to think of like some of those famous people that you hear about but you never get to see. I don't know. She's like one of those. But and then Lefty has a fun show he does. He'll be doing it tomorrow. Ooh, I think he's doing it tomorrow. Well, he goes from like 4:15 to about 6 o'clock, and it's the Lefty Edge show. So I'm on there with him, and we just talk about all sorts of goofy stuff. Sometimes it's fish. Most of the time we talk something about fish, but we'll talk movies, games, everything. So it's kind of just a good time. And then, am I missing any of the judges? Is Rack? I don't know if he's going to be coming back or not.
I don't know.
We'll have to find out if Rack from I almost said River Life, from Pond Life and Bird Garden, if he wants to be a judge again or not. But so those are some. Yep, there it is. Am I missing any judges?
I don't think so.
Okay, awesome. So I hope and the time limit is you have to have everything submitted by the end of December. So if you put it in on the 1st, it's no good. The very first time we did one was the Pasilia. And I literally had like 20 people asked to give their entries on between the 1st of June and the 6th of June. All these people wanted to enter stuff, and they were asking me, it's like, you guys, you're a week late. You had a whole month. So, yep, this time it's catfish, any type of catfish you want. You name it, it'll work. We're not having any, subsets or anything, so that's cool.
So Discus and Bettas, in terms of the Christmas gifting and what not to gift, said foods and water conditioners do not get. Gift cards for fish places and test kits are great. So I can agree with you on that. Although I have seen water conditioners listed, and I wouldn't necessarily be upset if I got water conditioners. I can certainly understand the perspective of, you use a specific water conditioner. Maybe you like to use Prime, and they get you, something else. So I can agree with that. That could be one of those things that you're finicky about. And fish food, definitely, especially if you don't know the person. However, it's never a bad idea to send somebody some extreme fish food.
Yeah. Well, and it's fun to get different types of foods, but you just don't want to get like 10 pounds of something you hate. Or like me, I don't feed pellets to hardly anything. I only feed pellets to a couple of cichlid tanks. And I'm trying to reduce those tanks because I want more guppy space. So I'm just not a pellet guy.
Absolutely.
But I could tell you the worst Christmas fish gift I ever got. Have you ever done a fish gift?
I don't usually get fish gifts. No, I've been fortunate to not get anything for Christmas that's fishy, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Well, I got a neat castle that my mom found somewhere at like a garage sale or a flea market. And for almost 2 years, she asked me, so when are you going to put it in the tank? When are you going to put it in a tank? And I'm like, oh, man. So I finally put it in. I've got like a 40 tall. It's a cube, a 40 cube. And I put it in there. And I didn't realize it, but it was leaching, I think, salts or, some type of minerals into my water.
Right.
It was wiping out my tetras in there. And it was probably in a salt tank or, something before I got it. And it was just a stupid mistake of mine. I wanted to please the person that gave it to me.
Right.
And I didn't think, I washed it off, but I didn't, I should have stuck it in a 5-gallon bucket and then tested the water after a week, maybe, or 2 weeks. But I couldn't figure out why all the fish kept dying in the tank. And then I finally figured it out. It was the stupid ornament.
That stinks. It definitely stinks. Yeah, ornaments. That's another thing that for fish keepers. One, they're kind of personalized. You know, what we put on our tank. A lot of us are very particular or peculiar about what we want in our tank. And two, you've got the issue of, you know, where did it come from? We don't know where it's been, possible contaminants and all that type of stuff.
Yep. Like I don't have a problem with ornaments. Most of my tanks don't have them. I got one from Father Fish, and it's like some type of I don't know, Indonesian carbine or something. And I like put some Anubias and like glued it on there, and it looked super cool in that tank. And then I've got another tank that I got from Tom Patterson. Gosh, I was trying to say Larry Patterson. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Not Larry. From Tom Patterson. Sorry, Tom. But I got some cool barrels from him, and I put them with his fish because I thought that was just kind of cool, you know, to have that together.
Absolutely.
And what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, sorry, I'm trying to get my bag of beach cleaned up real quick, so I killed my camera so that I could get that. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna finish digging through it later. I'm actually gonna go ahead and dump it out with the kids tomorrow, and we'll finish digging through it. I found so many goodies in there that I feel satisfied with what I've got thus far. So I got to get my mess cleaned up.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm not against ornaments whatsoever. I just don't have a ton of them. Well, that's not true. I actually have a lot of them. I have them like in a little case, like a glass curio case, because I don't want to break them, and they look really. I actually don't put them in the tank. When I find one that's really cool, I'll buy it, and then I like collect it.
Right? He does. He actually does.
So, yeah, I've got some that like actually have like lights in them and stuff. I've never seen what they look like underwater. I really should someday.
So Ed, I think now is a good time to make Chris Patterson. Well, yeah, it was Chris Patterson's dreams come true here. Since you're stuck in the house and you can't leave anyway, says a great Christmas gift would be Chattanooga Ed T-shirts on Teespring. So since you're unable to leave, you and I need to get together because you're normally a very busy man. That
would be awesome. Yeah, that would be super.
For a retired guy, you sure do stay busy. I got to say that.
Oh wait, I thought I would get things done while I'm quarantined right now,
right?
And it's been just the opposite. It's like I've just gone into slow mode. It's kind of like I don't get bothered by any family members, so I just sleep when I want. And I went to the grocery store, you know, before I had to go and just lock myself down and not have to deal with them. And I bought like a million, well, not a million, but I bought like 30 TV dinners of my favorite types of TV dinners.
Right.
So it's been awesome. I wish I would have bought a case of beer though. I forgot about that. But yeah, it's kind of like been a vacation, but it's kind of like been a mental vacation too. I've been like checked out.
I can understand that. Sometimes you've got to do it. And it's one of those things that as much fun as we have on here, and I can honestly say that, you know, doing YouTube, talking to everybody every week, uploading the videos, interacting, you know, answering comments, as much as I love that, and it, as sappy as it sounds, completes me. It completes my life. Sometimes it gets very, very stressful, even though it's all very fun. Sometimes it gets overwhelming and you need a mental break. So I can definitely understand that. But we will get the design uploaded. Ed and I will get together. We'll message him and be like, hey, come on, just get on the thing. Delilah's Critters is saying there's a betta fish that I can't stop thinking about, but I just did a new setup and committed to another betta. Should I commit to yet another setup and get the other one too?
I think so.
I think so. I think as long as you've got the space to set it up. Oh, the magic 8-ball. There we go.
This will be the first one for Delilah. Outlook good. I don't know if you can read that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say get it. You know, as long as you can set up a place for it and there's no issue with keeping it, it's not, you know, going to be overwhelming to have another tank, which is just a betta, but still, as long as it suits your lifestyle and everybody's going to be happy and healthy for it, get that thing. Where was it? Discus and Beta says a good gift would be extreme fish foods. Bad gifts could be useless chemicals from people that do not understand the hobby. Absolutely. That is another horrible gift idea, is chemicals. And again, we're going off of things that, are coming from non-fish keepers and potentially even coming from fish keepers. I know Ed well enough that I could get him something he would use. Oh, yeah. You can never go wrong with some Easy Green, right? But right. Even if you are a fish keeper, if you don't really know that other fish keeper personally, you don't know their style or their habits, what they feed, what they use in their tank, that could be a horrible idea to go, hey, I got you the full line of, whatever brand products. And they go, oh, I don't even use that brand,
I think a horrible gift would be if somebody would buy you a pacu. I mean, they're cute fish, but can you imagine receiving a pacu? What would I do with a pacu?
So, and fish are just a bad idea, I think, in general, any type of fish. Even if you know the person, they may not have the setup. So let's say, I would love to have a blue piranha, even though I specifically want to go and catch one. But you go, oh, James would love it to have a blue diamond piranha. I'm going to get him a blue diamond piranha. I wouldn't have any place to put the sucker right now. Now, would that stop me from setting up another tank and pulling a sponge filter and making it work? Absolutely not. But the point is, you might get something that somebody really wants, but they don't have a place to put the thing.
Yeah, if I got a pacu, I'd just take it right back to the store. I don't know what I'd do with it. If I got a piranha, I'd just take it to you.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here.
It's okay. All right. Someone asked me what my favorite type of beer was. I love something that they don't sell in the South. MGD. That's my favorite, brand beer.
I thought we had MGD here.
Well, you have to, there's one liquor store that gets it, but they get, one case a month. So it's all the Yankees have to fight for it once a month.
Check your Dollar General. I know when I worked there at the stores that sold alcohol, we had MGD, but that changes, and I haven't worked there in a while now. So, because even when I was still working there, my last store I was at before I quit, we didn't sell beer at that store anyway. So I have no clue. It's been maybe 2 years since I worked at an alcohol store.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's super cool. There's also this beer. It's the cheapest beer in Texas. I think it's called Lone Star beer. Or Blue Star beer. It's something like that, but it is really good. It tastes like cold water. As I say that, I'm going to have some of my sweet tea because I prefer sweet tea over beer.
Absolutely. Discus and Bettas was asking if I have extra guppy grass for feeding. So what I have basically, I put hair algae in a lot of my tanks on purpose. I've come to the realization now that I need more tanks I can grow plants in to sell, which means it needs to not have hair algae in it, because there's been an awesome demand, and I love you all and appreciate you all for that. So I'm going through and I'm basically breaking down several dozen tanks and getting them set up hair algae free. And what I was talking about before with the guppy grass for feeding, like with Sarah M. Snow, is where I'm yanking all those plants out where it's got hair algae in them. I've been shipping that off to her. So I've got that, I guess, available, if you will. I'm not selling that stuff, so to speak. You'll never find it on the website. But if you're looking for some almost junk plants, if you will, send me an email and I'll figure out and get you some shipped off. I've just been asking her to cover the shipping on it. So,
yeah, that'd be super cool. Oh, wait, what's it say? Have you ever gotten any? Oh, no, I have not. That's we're still talking micro. I was thinking micro worms, but it's a brewery type thing. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So Sarah M. Snow says you can't go wrong with giving a tank. I would mostly agree with that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Excuse me. I could see some people. I could see why that would be a no. But for people like Ed and myself, or anybody that's got multi-tank syndrome or fish room fever, getting another tank, you're never going to hear a complaint from us. If you got somebody that's just got maybe 1 or 2 tanks, they may be like, well, I don't have a spot for this. I will say, though, giving someone a 10-gallon quarantine tank, you can't go wrong with that. Absolutely not. If you know a fish keeper that maybe they've just got 1 or 2 tanks, they're not committed to getting a quarantine tank, that's a great idea, especially if you maybe snagged a couple extra or an extra one on the $1 per gallon sale. A 10-gallon quarantine tank would be a great idea. Danikin says zebra plecos are a safe bet for James. Yes. Anybody else wants to pull a Mr. or Mrs. Zen Ginger and send me some zebra plecos? I never turn those down, ever.
I wish I had the money to do that, because I would.
Right. Well, and I appreciate you, buddy. Not necessary thought that counts.
Well, I have lots of good thoughts, so I got a lot of points for thoughts. I don't know what. Does that mean I don't have to do anything for Christmas if I just have thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just glad you're my buddy. That's a gift enough for me.
Oh, let's see what Sister Rena said. I love a gift. She would love to have a gift tank. It has to be 35 gallons or less. I wonder if her housing, like her apartment or condo, I don't know what she lives in. Maybe they have like a rule, or maybe she even has maybe she rents a house that might have rules like that. Because I guess whenever you have leases and houses, there can be rules.
I'm almost positive that she's got that she's mentioned having that. I got my bag of beach put back together now. Sorry, it took me a minute. I did get a little bit of sand on the desk, but I got it cleaned up, so we're good to go, and the mouse works again.
When I went in the other room looking for my tooth, I heard a huge crash in the fish room.
Ooh.
Did you guys see Nico do something? Because he looked like he was sitting right next to the camera, looking like I didn't do it. I guess not.
I didn't see anything, but I wasn't really looking, to be honest. Somebody mentioned, how about King Tiger Plecos? Yeah, I'll take any Plecos. I'm one of those people that I'm open for fish. If you said, here's a fish, Merry Christmas. If I don't have a setup that it can go in, I've got a couple dozen tanks still empty. I can make something work. But for most people in general, it's not necessarily a good idea for fish.
How many types of Plecos do you have right now?
At least 12.
Wow. What you really need to do is get some more blue and green phantoms.
I do. They're like $50-$60 a piece.
Oh, man.
So I went in on that with the snowballs. The snowball colony has not bred yet. If I can get the snowballs breeding, then I want to get a colony of the leopard frogs.
And leopard frogs are white or yellow and brown?
They're more of a green.
Oh, cool.
With blackish stripes. I was trying to figure out what was going on in the chat. I don't know. A dozen empty tanks? I wish, says HC Aqua. Yeah, I got to build racks and find places for them and all that stuff. I got them on the 60 cent per gallon sale that Petco had online. I couldn't pass them up, so.
Well, that's cool.
I don't think I missed any questions. If I did, feel free to throw those in there. If you put at Fish Room Fever, I will definitely see them. If you put Chattanooga Ed might see them. If you don't put either, we possibly won't see them. Sabrina Stewart says, would you add the guppy grass to the site in the spring? I've been wanting to get some, but won't until springtime anyways. Yes, so that's part of why I'm getting the algae cleared out. I'm going to have an entire row, if not 2, on the racking system that is for guppy grass. I'll probably commit 10 to 12 tanks just to guppy grass. And then I'll have probably about the same for Java moss. So that's a big part of trying to transition everything over. And that's another thing that's been slowing me down on the YouTube aspect, is getting the actual fish stuff done. And I know a lot of people say, well, just film that. But it comes into, it takes like 3 times. Some people say it takes 10 times as long to do a project if you're filming a video of it. It takes a lot of extra time. And when you've already got 100+ hours of labor that you need to put in, it can be interesting. I am going to film some of it though, and I'm trying to get it set up to where I can do a members only live stream for part of it, where I can, like, while I'm breaking down one of the racks, be talking to you all and doing some members only stuff.
If you ever want me to come over, I could like just hold the camera.
Absolutely.
While you do it.
As soon as you're not quarantined.
Yep. I know. Can't really do anything right now.
Yeah.
But what I have been doing is I've been testing our guppy grass, because there's lots of different types of guppy grasses. If you look at its habitat, guppy grass is all the way up in Manitoba, all the way down to Florida. So there's guppy grass that can handle freezing, under ice. And then there's stuff that likes to be warm and maybe in salty, like brackish water.
Absolutely.
Well, I know our guppy grass doesn't mind brackish water. I've tested that. It's good in brackish. And then I have left it in a 5-gallon bucket in the backyard now for over 6 months, and it's actually froze. And I checked it yesterday, and it's still doing fine. So
nice.
We've got really good guppy grass.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I'm not saying that to sell it to you. I'm just saying that because it is. Let's see. John's Fish Room says, Fish Room Fever Jason's Plecos has some leopard frog Plecos for sale. Very nice. Very nice. I am focusing on getting the kids' Christmas taken care of. We'll put it that way. Get the kids' Christmas taken care of. Make sure that we get, like giveaways and stuff taken care of, being able to do that stuff. My Christmas present is the fact that I am living my dream, so to speak. I get to be a full-time fish keeper, YouTuber, hang out with you all and play with fish. That's the best Christmas present I could ever have, even dreamed to have. So that is my lifelong annual concurrent Christmas present.
When I was gassing up my car yesterday, the little TV on the gas tank said, a gas pump said that the average family in America spends $139 on their pet dog, which is less than what they spend on dad. So
it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
that's why we don't have dogs. No.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Steele is asking if I have Plecos for sale. I do have a couple of different things still available. fishroomfever.com/shop, or just go to fishroomfever.com and click the shop button. I will have a bigger variety and a larger quantity available in the springtime. I did a couple of sales and they did phenomenally well. Thank you for that. But it has left me out of stock on quite a few things, unfortunately, and I apologize.
Maybe next Friday, James, I could come visit you. Or Saturday. Maybe we could see if Sean wants to play games, and then I could come. And maybe next week we could do a giveaway of some of my swordtail guppies, and then you could help me mail them from your house.
Absolutely,
cool.
I've got all the styrofoam and heat packs and all that good stuff, so we could definitely do that. Sorry, I lost my chat for a second.
That's all right.
Everything
I also
froze.
Need to send some of those mollies to Danikin also. To Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely. That was so much fun hanging out with Kenny and Father Fish and getting to go fish collecting. You all know I had fun. You saw me up to beard soaked in the water with the net catching stuff. That was so much fun.
I have a song for Father Fish that I've wrote. And because you know how he likes to have those songs? Before his streams, there's a couple of people, Foxy, I don't know if she's here. I can't think of the guy. Is his name Michael? The guy from Britain. He's a Brit. He likes to do, let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I can't think of his username or his screen name.
Well, I've got one for Father Fish, a Christmas one, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know. If I add the music, can I just play the music and sing over it? Will that work and videotape it? Or
I can help you with the tech aspect of it.
Okay. Because that would be cool. because it'd be good to give it to Father Fish before Christmas is over.
Right.
But yep. Sorry, just guys. I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought and just had to share them.
So Rena's giving us a follow-up to something we talked about a couple of times on other streams. She's saying that Sebastian picked Cardinal Tetras and Blue Dream Shrimp as his new fishings to take care of. He loves them. They're both absolutely beautiful.
They are.
I think those are wonderful choices.
Yep, Cardinals will get a little bigger than Neons.
Lee Wilcox. 47 people in the chat knew it was Lee.
Oh, Lee. Yes. Gosh. And I didn't even see. People have been saying Lee all over the place, and I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm sorry, folks. But gosh, I digress again. I don't know. I lost my mind from Lee. But so yes.
I was just gonna say, what do you think the best possible gift would be? And if you say gift card, don't go with like $1,000 denomination. I know you're you right, and you're goofy, but what do you think the best thing is a fish keeper?
Best thing for a fish keeper. Boy, that's really tough. I think a t-shirt. I think a fish shirt would be more fun because you're not gonna like give them a plant that's going to die because it needs CO2. I mean, gift certificates are cool, but they're just not personable.
Right.
But like a Daniken t-shirt, or what's your t-shirt you got on there?
This one is not any of the channels, but it says, "Sorry, I can't. My fish need me." And that one was a birthday present from Mrs. Fever. I love fish shirts. I really do.
Yeah. I think fish shirts would be cool. A shirt that I'd like to get is Jason from Primetime Aquatics. It's got a TV. I think that would be a cool one. You know, there's just so many. Now, I'm not trying to. It sounds like I'm promoting it because it's a YouTuber thing, but not really. Just, you know, I can't say what I got my nephew because he's upstairs.
Right.
But it's shirts.
Yeah,
because he loves to org. And I don't know if you guys know what orging is, but it's like that rowing where they're, you know, in the long skinny boat that just barely sits on top of the water. Well, he's 15 and he's already won state. He beat out all the 18-year-olds this year. So he's like the fastest Tennessee kid or boy at erging. And so I get him erg shirts and he loves it because there's hardly any erging shirts out there.
Nice. Very nice. I think shirts is the winner. I can't think of anything better than that, so to speak. And you can go on Amazon. They don't, channel shirts are great. KG Tropicals, Aquarium Co-op, Primetime Aquatics. There's so many different channals out there. If you've got somebody
history.
Yeah.
He has awesome.
But like somebody else mentioned, generic ones like these. I've got some really awesome shirts, like this one. Let's see. I have more fish tanks than I do friends. I have a Pleco one that says "You suck." I have one that's the shape of a Pleco, but it's made out of skulls. It's a bunch of different sizes and shapes of skulls that form a Pleco. I love fish shirts, so I think that's probably the coolest thing that you really can't go wrong with for a fish keeper. Tim says, "I can't find a fish shirt in a 4XT. I know I've got a couple that are 4XT."
Yep. My red Aquarium Co-op shirt that I got free from Corey at the Aquatic Experience. I think it was that the Aquatic the thing in Dallas or in New Jersey where Priscilla refused to say hi to me. That one is a 4X long. So I know that he sells 4X longs. This is, I think, a 3X long. But yeah. I got a real long body, so I like longs also. I have like short legs. I'm 6'2", but my legs are only 31 inch. So I've got like short little legs and I'm all body. So I like long shirts too. I don't like midriff shirts. Nobody likes those on me. Trust me.
So still Angus with the fish question. We're still happily taking those. We've got about 15 minutes left. Says, some people say not to mix Plecos. Some people say it's okay. What's your thoughts? Currently have 2 common Plecos. One is 16 inches. Safe for me to do a Pleco tank. So I have mixed Plecos. I've even got some right now that are mixed. So this tank, I currently have a green Phantom. People are going to freak out when they find out all these Plecos are in this tank. A green Phantom, a blue Phantom, a vampire Pleco, and 2 bristlenose Plecos. And they do just fine together. But they've got all this jungle val, so they have their own little areas and all that. And then I do, for the time being, I moved my Sultan Pleco from back here. I've got it in with my snowballs at the moment. So I've mixed Plecos before without issue. You could definitely see some issues depending upon if you've got a Pleco that's, 8, 10, 12, 16 inches, and you throw in a little 4, 5, 6 inch Pleco. Possible if that little bitty one thinks it's the boss and tries to take over another Pleco's cave or hidey hole, that there could be some aggression issues. But in general, I don't find any problems. I find more issues with having too many male bristlenose Plecos in the same tank versus having like the green Phantom and blue Phantom in with a male bristlenose. Pegasus Arena, I don't know where it went, but she asked if we like the shirts she made. Yes, we love shirts. Mm-hmm. If you and Kaya wanted to send shirts to us, we would not turn them down. We love shirts.
Yeah, and she makes her shirts.
She does.
It's like a Etsy type thing. You got to sell those on Etsy.
And I wear them for the live streams. I always look for a fish shirt to wear when I'm going to be in a video or live streaming. So I can never have enough fish shirts. I should have grabbed another. I meant to grab my Guppy Guru shirt for tonight, but did not.
I'm wearing the Aquarium Co-op one.
Aquarium Co-op.
Actually, I actually had 2 of these. I bought one to get free Easy Green. You know what? This is the old one, I think, because it's all cracked. But I actually owned one before, and then he sent me one, so that was pretty cool. But I bought it when he does the steal, and it's probably this time of year. I think it's normally like right before New Year's that he does like a free bottle of Easy Green with a T-shirt. And that's a great deal, man.
Absolutely. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, who's coming up after us. If you're not familiar with Dave, he streams every Thursday night after we get done here on the Nocturnal Feeding Show with Chattanooga Ed and myself. Is asking what sizes do we like. I'm a 2X. I prefer a 2X. I like to not be. I like it a little baggy. I say that, but I've gotten a lot of quarantine weight, if you will. So it's not quite as baggy as it used to be. But I'm a 2X kind of guy.
Yeah, and I'm a 3X because I'm a big guy. But oh well.
At least you've got the height to go with it, though. You're a fair bit taller than I am, so.
Well, not by much.
I'm the short, chubby guy with a beard at this point.
Well, I'm the big fat guy.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, Priscilla said something and I totally missed it. But let's hear what Still Angus said. Still Angus said something earlier and I totally forgot all about it. And I was going to reply and I don't know what it was anymore.
I don't remember the earlier, but Still said, Pleco, eat Pleco, not good. Your blue-eyed lemons look nice, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't had any Pleco on Pleco violence thus far. Not saying it can't happen. Just as I've not had to deal with Plecos eating guppies, but I've heard people mention that they don't put Plecos in with their guppies or endlers because they've eaten their guppies or endlers. So, again, it's one of those things. What works for me may not work for you, and every tank is different, including this one to that one, even though they're both in the same room. But just in my personal experience, which is all I can speak from, I've not had issues with the ones that I have mixed. S says a pack of aquascaping tools. Oh, hey, Lisa, how are you? Would be good. Nice. A good gift, even if they have a set already. Yeah, absolutely.
Priscilla's calling me out, is what Mike said.
Ooh, Ed.
I wonder for what.
Dave is sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead and go with Dave, and then I'll go with Diego in just a second.
I got you. Dave is giving away Priscilla's last calendar tonight. So be sure and tune into that afterwards. You can win one of these. I need to get it hung up, but I've been showing it off on the streams every time we talk about it. you can win the last of Priscilla's art calendars, 2021 calendars. There are 13 months, so they've already got December for now in it. And Lord willing, we'll make it to 2021, and then you'll have all sorts of awesome pictures. Back over there. I need to get that hung up. Go ahead, buddy. I'm done with my rant.
Okay. Well, Diego right now has a deal on multiple tanks, his fish website, where it's 25% off until December 25th. And that is awesome. I mean, we were going to talk about things to get off of Amazon for Christmas. And I'm like, you ought to check whatever you're going to buy off of Amazon and see if Diego can sell it to you. And then he gives the discount. He might actually be giving you it at a better price. And then you're helping a Fish Fam member too.
Absolutely.
And if it's the same price, even if it's a little more, I'd still buy it from Diego because not just because it's Diego, but I would do that for any of the Fish Fam because
absolutely.
I prefer to give it to the small guys than the big guys.
Steenfod Aquatics. That looks like a troll. Y'all keep an eye on him. What's going on, Steenfod Aquatics?
And he has shirts too.
Yeah. Merdule 6 says, I lose scaping tools the way everyone loses scissors, LOL. Yeah, it's like a 10 millimeter. It's always disappearing. I really like how Sean Peck Tech has got like a little setup that hangs on the side for all his scaping tools. Very, very smart. Of course, you can always use something like the, now that I've moved them, like the hang on the specimen containers, or some other things. I've got some other ideas. I'm doing a video on some reusing things, I guess, repurposing items, and one of them is actually for holding scaping tools. So we'll get that video out soon, hopefully.
This pair of scissors, it's curved. This is the scariest pair of scissors I own. I always think I'm going to poke my eye out with this. Every time I pick it up, I just feel like it's going to get stuck in my eye someday. See how it's curved?
I like those.
Yeah, they're scary. I actually I use these more because I'm not afraid of them.
Right. I can't say that I blame you.
I mean, it's just so sharp. And I'm afraid if I don't poke my eye out, it's going to be a cat. Or a cat's going to lay on it or something. I'm going to stick that up there. But yeah, Sean Peck, that would be a cool price thing for a gift for someone. Would be a little, Sean's like got to hang off the, like a little thing on the side of his, but it's all copper. And he has his scissors and giant tweezers and all sorts of stuff hanging off the side of his tank. Super cool.
Let's see. I know I missed a couple of things. But Tim Carter says, how many subscribers does Big Ed need? Let's help him out. Thank you. He's a couple hundred shy. He's getting there. He's almost there. He's making leaps and bounds. He's at 736 as of when I opened the stream. And he's another 264. Wow, I can't even do math. And math is my thing. Like, numbers pop into my head, and even Ed will tell you that.
I haven't been called Big Ed in for years. I appreciate that. I got the name Big Ed in 3rd grade when I was playing football because I was bigger than my coach. He was kind of a smaller guy, and I was a really big kid. I was so big they wouldn't let me touch the ball. Like, I wasn't allowed to pick up the ball and run with it. I could only play offense or defensive line.
That's crazy. Tom Patterson has an idea, but it won't work. Tom Patterson says, safety glasses for the fish room, Ed. If you gave Ed safety glasses, they would sit on top of his head all the time. He wouldn't actually put them on.
Yeah, I had to wear safety glasses for 20 years in the factory. You're not going to make me wear them now. Nobody owns me, man.
He said, I'm not dealing with OSHA violations anymore.
Yeah. I moved to Tennessee where I can do anything.
Absolutely. Fantastic Freak says, do you think a Pleco would be safe with a 10-inch black ghost knife? Been debating with myself about it as the knife's tank is starting to get a bit amount of algae. I don't see why it wouldn't been. Wow. I'm going to find my brain before the Saturday stream, I promise. I don't see why it wouldn't be okay. Again, some fish can be really temperamental, but generally speaking, in my experience from what I've seen and what I've kept, I think you would be fine.
What was I going to say? You know, a switchblade, they're pretty much illegal everywhere. They're legal in Tennessee. You can keep a switchblade. You can keep any type of knife or sword on you in this state. Crazy.
Yeah. I carry a samurai sword every time I go out in public.
It's great. I mean, this state will be prepared for zombies like no other. You know that The Walking Dead is always based in Georgia because they know that there's no zombies probably in Tennessee.
Right. I'm going to get a link for Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, who's coming up here in about 5 minutes. Steele says, good gift for Christmas, I think, would be some hardscape driftwood, spiderwood, maybe some big rocks. My LFS sells all kinds of rock. Buy one rock or as many as you want. I am definitely down for that.
See, I think I would love, if I was going to get a gift card, I would love to have one to my local fish store, Aquatic Aesthetics. I don't know if they do it, but you know, if you got a gift card to your local place, but if somebody buys me a gift card to like Chewy or to Amazon, you know what I'm going to buy? Cat treats.
Right.
You know, if they give anywhere that they're going to sell Temptations and you give me a gift card, I'm going to buy these Temptations for the cats.
He can't resist the temptations. Dad joke.
Yeah.
All right.
So keep the temptation.
I'm trying to pull something up here because I'm like 99% sure that it's true, but I want to fact check real quick.
About the knives?
No, about something else. The knives, I'm sure you'll do fine with.
Yeah.
The ghost. The knives, keeping them in Tennessee, that's correct. And the knife fish in the Pleco also. I'm not worried about that. All of the knife things we're good on.
Yeah, I learned all about the knife stuff when I took my conceal and carry class. And it was like, I can't believe that they're talking about knives. But they talk about everything in there.
So I will say, hint, 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 hint. No, I'm just kidding. My local fish store, Aquatic Marine, as most of you all are familiar with that name, they do sell gift cards online and in person. So, hint, hint, no. But yeah, I think that's great. That's definitely one. A gift card to your local fish store. You can't go wrong with that. And mine has actually started, they've got online sales. So you could actually buy a gift card to my local fish store and not actually be here and use it online. And you can still support my local fish store. Which, by the way, cool. If you didn't see last Saturday's stream with Kenny from Aquatic Marine, go check that out. Not just because it's on my channel, but because a lot of people really enjoyed that. I've gotten a lot of feedback. A lot of people have said that's the favorite live stream I've ever done. So go check that out. I think you'll like it. And we are going to have Kenny back on another live stream on another Saturday. So
yeah, he was super cool.
And we're going to have Aquatic Aesthetics. We're going to have him on a stream as well. I'm all about supporting the local fish stores and getting the word out on those guys.
My guy's name is Rob, and he is so cool. Not only is he a fish guy, but he's also a gold miner. So, I mean, he is just like, you can ask him about anything, and he's got all sorts of bizarre knowledge, which is really cool. But he's the only gold miner I've ever met, really. I mean, my dad used to pan for gold in Alaska when my dad was drafted into Vietnam, and he's a smart guy, so they put him in charge of Nike missiles. They're like a medium-range nuclear missile. And so he got sent to Alaska, which was cool because he didn't have to go to Vietnam. So, but you have to have a lot of fun up there.
Absolutely. GRB says, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. They're talking about poking eyes out with knives and stuff. When somebody loses an eye, then it's a viral video.
Or a scissors.
So make sure you get it on camera. It's like a piranha bite.
It would just, I don't know. I was about to say I'd rather lose an eye than my cats lose an eye. But I don't know. Eyeballs are pretty cool.
They are. And I like having a pair. The pair is what really does it for me.
Yeah, I like having two eyes in my cats, though, too.
This is true.
I don't want anybody to lose an eye. So I'd rather lose a finger than an eye. We'll go there.
I'd rather get bitten in the finger than the eye.
I got bit by a... Boy, 2020. We should do it. How horrible was 2020? I got bit by that centipede in my thumb.
Yeah.
And it got infected through the knuckle. Oh, that was horrible. I couldn't hardly move my thumb. And then when I went to go see my cardiologist, he never gets to treat anything but hearts. So he was all excited about treating my thumb. And so he gave me medicine, and a week later, my thumb was fine. And the first thing he asked me is, how's your thumb? Not how's that aneurysm, or
right.
You got shortness of breath, or you got high blood pressure? No, it's your thumb moving.
Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics is headed out. Have a great night, Kenny. I appreciate you, brother. Always a pleasure hanging out and talking to you.
Night, Kenny.
So I guess I should ask Dave, are you set to roll? I know you usually schedule it out in case we go a little bit over, but you're typically ready to rock and roll when we do end it on time. Just let us know. Zen Ginger has dropped the link for Dave's Aquarium Thoughts live stream coming up next. And like you said, he's going to be doing a giveaway of Priscilla's last 2021 fish art calendar, which is very cool. So you can have a chance to win that if you haven't purchased one.
Yep, that's awesome. And, you know, check out Dave. He's got a good channel. He's a super cool guy. He knows a lot. I mean, he also has a whole bunch of, he has a whole mess of cool t-shirts too.
He does.
So, yeah, I mean, definitely. He's an awesome guy.
Well, we kind of bounced around. We didn't talk a whole lot about gifts. I think we kept more towards crazy chat and what not to give. But I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sure that there's not much that you all don't already know or we haven't talked about. But I had fun. I enjoyed it.
If somebody would give you any filter, like they would say, you can have any filter in the world, James, for Christmas, what would it be?
Hey, Corey, an entire case of aquarium co-op sponge filters for this fish room. # sponsored. Yes, no, maybe. No? Okay. No.
I bought.
I mean, I would rather you, instead of spending $300 or $200 on a canister, spend $200 on sponge filters and give me a big old case of sponge filters.
Yeah, last year this time, Corey had a deal where he was selling everything really cheap before the New Year's. I don't know what it was. It was like some big discount, and I bought like 16 of his sponge filters. And I thought I was getting a lot, but after you add 50 tanks, that's not really a lot of filters at all. But it's a great way to be able to have a lot of tanks. I mean, there's no way. 50 hang off the back filters. How much would that cost you? I mean, let's say 50 times 40.
Yeah.
Well, let's say 50 times 4. That's $2,000. Is that, or is it 20,000?
Wait, what?
If each
50 times 4, so 40 times 10 is 400 times 50, so 2,000. Wait, yeah, no, 400. It's 4. Yes, 2,000. It's 2,000 because 10 is 400 times 5 is
Okay.
Don't make me second guess myself on math. Steve Thought is looking for an air filter for a 46 Ford. Best of luck to you, buddy. I need to go check out your car channel. I do. I really, really do. Is he still doing the car channel? He keeps changing channels. He went from gaming to camping on me.
Yeah, he's doing camping with Jimmy, I think.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. And I got to talk to Jimmy a whole bunch at the Aquatic Experience, Priscilla, and Jason and Corey. And I even was in the right there when that one, I don't want to say the one guy's name and the really big guy's name. Mm-hmm. The one guy wanted to fight the really big guy's name. I was right in the middle of that. That was crazy.
Oh, wow.
I just stood there. So, yep. That was a fun trip. But I don't think I'll go back to New Jersey. It was too expensive. I really wish they would just do it like in a city that isn't mega expensive.
Absolutely. What do you say, Ed? You think we can go ahead and send everybody over to Dave's Any final wrap up thoughts?
Nope. You guys, I'll be on tomorrow at 4:15 with Lefty on the Lefty channel, and then at 7:30 this Sunday or Saturday with James. And I don't know if Bob's.
So we are going to do a change for the Saturday stream. I'm glad you mentioned it. I had almost forgotten. I had forgotten until you mentioned it. But where Father Fish and Secret History have kind of moved around a little bit, we're going to be moving back a half hour. That way we can give Secret History Living in Your Aquarium the hour between when Father Fish ends and we start. So
cool.
Now on Saturdays, you can check out Father Fish's evening stream, roll straight into Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Not that either one of them need a plug from me. And then roll that right into the Saturday Night Fever stream with Ed and myself. We'll probably still keep it an hour and a half. We'll just go from 8 to 9:30 instead of 7:30 to 9, unless we've got somebody that's going at 9. If we have somebody that's going at 9, my brain's not working well enough right now to figure it out, we'll make it an hour stream. But either way, we'll still have at least an hour with you all on Saturdays, but you can check out Secret History Living in Your Aquarium in the hour before us, following Father Fish. Esteemed Fox says, streaming on Saturdays too, gonna step on everyone's toes. Bob, people don't even know who you are. I have people, we're going to try and get your name out there. I don't need you doing the shameless promotion in Ed's stream here, okay, Steamthought? We'll tell people, go check out little old Steamthought Aquatics.
I miss Steamthought. I miss the Steam Machine video gaming channel. You need to bring that back.
Yeah.
And you need to let James be your friend and kill people with you.
He's a computer gamer. I do Xbox, so we're not compatible. He's a gaming stomp. I will say, if you're a gamer, since we're way out in left field at this point, and you're into gaming, you like playing Xbox, and you like Call of Duty Zombies, add me. I will put my gamer tag in there, and we can play some Call of Duty Zombies together.
That's cool, but you really need to play on the PC because it's so much better.
If I had money for a gaming PC, my fish tanks would all be set up. I'll put it that way.
I got you. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that. But gaming's still cooler. Or PC. But I can't even do Xbox. I bought either. I don't know if I bought an Xbox or what's the other one called? A 360 or something?
Yeah, I've got a one, but it's backwards compatible, so I can play zombies on there with 360 players, but I digress.
Well, I tried to play some game with the boys. My two nephews asked me to play with them, so I went and bought the system and everything, and it just made me seasick. I mean, I couldn't. I was like, oh, my stomach was so upset. I couldn't handle just watching the graphics. It sucked.
Absolutely.
Why can't they just have Super Techno Bowls today?
So this is like Android versus iPhone. There's always that god-awful, no, Xbox is better, PlayStation's better. I'm just saying, I'm on Xbox, so if you want to join in, by all means.
Oh, what do I have? An Xbox or a PlayStation?
I don't know what you have.
I think it's black. If it's not black, it's white.
It could be either.
It's got remote controls that take batteries. Does that help?
No, it doesn't.
You can watch Netflix.
Send me a picture, Ed.
It's upstairs in quarantine.
I got you.
But you can watch Xbox, or you can watch Netflix on it.
I'm with the Bob Steamthought Atari 2600. I think we're going to turn it over to Dave because we've digressed all down into the gaming debate.
Yeah, way to go. We probably just bored all of my people.
Thanks, Bob Steamthought. This is his plan. He wants to get our channels closed down so he can get more views.
Yeah. But yes, thank you everybody for tuning in this week. Looking forward to seeing you in the next stream. Absolutely. And thank you, mods, so much. Shy, you did an amazing job, and so did you, Zen. And I know that Kenny E was in here. And Priscilla is one of my mods. Thanks, Priscilla. Even though you refused to say hi to me in person. Okay, well, I think that's all my people.
Absolutely. Go check out Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. Zen Ginger has posted the link. Love y'all. Have a great night.